So, One UI 8. It sucks. One UI has been around for about 6 years now, and every year the operating system becomes better and better. From One UI 1's complete UI redesign to the huge customization in One UI 4 and the major UI and AI update we got from One UI 7. But this might be one of the most boring updates ever. Alright, so before I start giving you a million reasons why I don't like this update, let's start with some new features. So first, let's talk about the new Now bar. Basically, they expanded the functionality of the new Now bar to more third-party apps, allowing them to display ongoing activities like calls, Uber's ride status, and even when your plane will depart. But to be honest, these features aren't really used that often. However, when I do use them, it does make my life a little bit easier. Like a few days ago, I had a flight and it started showing the times before boarding, so I know when to go to the gate. And even on the plane, it tells you, offline, how long until the plane lands. Alright, now we have the lock screen suggestions. Okay, this is funny. So, what I think Samsung was trying to accomplish was to create an AI that can assist you in making a good lock screen. It's a good idea, but horrible execution. Like, these don't even look good. However, to give credit where it's due, there's a feature that I do like. Meet real-time text. So this feature basically allows you to text a person while calling, and what they say will get transcribed to text, and you can trigger a text-to-speech model to speak on your behalf. So think about this. You get a random call from someone you don't even know, and what would you do? I mean, I wouldn't want to speak to them, so I just press the button, and then boom, now I can text the person instead. And this is also great if you want to prevent people from cloning your voice with AI. So that's basically all there is. Well, of course, there are still some other features, like the audio eraser that was previously in the Gallery app added to the Recording app, the earbud settings added to the main settings menu, and browsing assist, which is foldables only, and an update for generative edit, which is also foldables only. I think you get what I mean. So that's the new features, but notice how none of them are actually new. They're just expanded or updated. Regardless, now let's talk about the new UI. So here's the brand new quick panel. Now you might be a little bit confused, so here's a post from X of the quick panel from One UI 7 and 8. Do you see the difference? Yeah, they're basically the same. And we also have the new Quick Share UI, which allows you to receive files while the screen is still open, which is very convenient because normally you would have to enable the everyone option from the settings for 10 minutes. But still, this is such a small UI update. But this brings us to the last and my favorite UI update, well, at least for One UI 8, the Swipe Back Preview. So Samsung just added this update where while you are swiping back, you can see a preview of what your screen will be. So I don't think this is a particularly useful UI update, but I do like how while you are swiping, it makes it look more interactive. Oh, but for some reason they decided to move it to the Labs feature after the first beta, so yeah, you have to enable it yourself. Alright, so now that you heard it all, here's my take on this. So I honestly don't think this update has a main goal other than just, well, getting called an update. I think Samsung took too much time making the One UI 7, even delaying it to finish it. And don't get me wrong, I love the One UI 7 update, but it took away so much time that it just made this new update seem a little too bland. And plus, Samsung could have spent this time fixing their original features like making Quick Share less buggy. Well, that's just my take, and you can let me know about yours in the comments below. And I'll see you next time. Peace.